So today I want to show you how you can implement edit message logic and what goes into it. Then we will go and implement it with AI SDK into my chat application. So first, let's see how it works and what we should do to implement this by looking at how it's done in ChatGPT, for example. So if we edit this message, they have this edit button. You will see that you can edit the message. Let's ask how to improve sleep, for example. And if we send this message, you will notice that we're erasing all the messages that were after this message, all the user messages, all the assistant messages, and I'm going to show you how you can do it with AI SDK. So let's jump into the code. So here we have our chat interface. If we scroll down to our messages, we have all our messages and we're rendering them one by one, as you would expect. First, what I want to do is move this message component out into a separate component. Let's do that. Now we also want to update props as well. Of course, we're going to import my messages and status, my message type and status for the chat. Let's import messages because the name is conflicting. We're going to probably rename this as something different. And I'm using AI elements to just speed up the process of creating the chat. Okay, now we have our component. Let's replace it with, replace it here. Like so. I don't think we need the div message. We need to remove all the unused imports and import our message. Like so. Let's add use client as well. So now if you think about it, we have two modes for the message. It's view mode and edit mode. So let's add that into the state. Okay, now let's add our edit button. So if mode equals to view, we're going to add this button like so. And we will use probably like a pencil icon or something like this. Now we need to decide how will the edit mode look like. And so what I am gonna do is I'm gonna reuse our prompt input from the chat itself. So if I show you the chat, I'm gonna reuse this input into the edit. It looks like shit, and also it shows up on the assistant message as well. We should handle that. Let's do it as well. So yeah, as I said, I'm gonna use this prompt input from here. Let's add state for the input as well. And for now, implement handle submit that won't do anything, just to have it there. Okay, now if I click it, I will see the input and I need to implement the logic of canceling it, but for now it'll do. So now we need to take two new methods from use chat hook. If we go to our chat interface, here we can grab those two methods, which are regenerate and set messages. So as I said, what we need to do is to remove all the messages that are after the message that user is editing, whether it's assistant message or user message, we're deleting it. And after this, we need to resubmit this message. This what this regenerate function is for. So let's pass this into our message component. Let's first define props, regenerate and set messages. No, I'm not sure about that because we're gonna need, let's see the types. So we're gonna need this function to edit the messages. Let's pass that right here. And now let's pass the regenerate function. And and set message function. We don't need any ID because it will just resubmit the current state of the messages. Let's take them here. And I think AI will help us with this. So what we need to do is to find the index of the message that user is editing. Let's first let's grab the messages, set messages. Take the message. As I said, we need to grab the index of the message. Yeah, it gets it. I'm not sure about that. Then if we don't have an index, and if you don't have an index, it's going to be -1, I believe. Then we're just returning the message. If we have a message, then let's create a new message, create a copy of this message, like so, my message. So I messed up here a little bit. We need to access the message. Here we're going to have messages, right? We have message ID. We're searching for this message, so for the current message index. Then we need to grab this message. We don't need to do it actually. We have it. Yeah, and the AI, as you can see, helping us here. We're creating a new message and passing the parts with our new input that user has changed. Right? And then we need to pass this, like this, but without last part, right? This, like this, I believe. Let's see. Let's see what it is mad about. Oh yeah, we need to return messages right here. Okay, and after that, so right here, what we're doing is that we're keeping all the messages that are before our messages we're editing, but then we're like erasing all the messages that are after that. And after we've done it, we need to call regenerate, and we need to set input like this and probably set mode to view, right? So let's go and try it. How to improve sleep. Yeah, and it's going. That was simple, huh? I know UI doesn't look as good, but it does the job. And now we can edit the messages. It will resubmit. It will remove all the messages after this and all the good stuff that you would expect from chat app. So if you found this video helpful, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.